Okay, so I'm just going to get going then, right? What's all the fuss about Foss? Foss is software that's developed by a community of people, contributed to the community so it can be used freely, versus software that's developed by companies where you have to pay a fee for it. The fuss about it is there are a lot of very strong feelings about it. People believe it's a very noble thing to do, but obviously companies involved in it have to achieve some commercial benefit, and so you often get a conflict between the good of the many and the interests of a few who need to make money from it. Is it really scary to use open source? No. As long as you follow the license obligations of the open source, it is free to use and a wonderful experience. How exciting is your job on a 1 to 10 scale? It's often an 11. It depends what I'm doing, but certainly where open source is, it's definitely a 10. The passions that you see with people around open source make it very interesting. People get very excited about contributing to big, successful public projects. They feel a sense of contribution, that they're doing something useful. They tend to get upset when they find out that it's not quite as easy sometimes if it's a commercially operated open source. Be honest, is open source a trick for lazy developers? Not at all. It's a way to accelerate what you're doing and to take advantage of what a lot of other people are doing via contribution to the community. How did open source change the industry? It revolutionized it in that it reduced costs and it enabled many people to move much faster than they otherwise would have. What's in it for the customers? Speed of change, rate of innovation, often higher quality because many people work on it, and lower costs. Tell us about a funny moment you had while working in Amdocs. There's several I can't tell you about, but traveling to Israel to attend a meeting with senior management, turning up on the 9th floor of our headquarters to discover that no one was there, and I was the only one who was actually there at the time, and so I ended up on video with the management team who were elsewhere. How does it go in the open source community? You celebrate holidays together? Not that I'm aware of. It's more of a distance relationship, so no partying. How big of a change is it since we shifted to a cloud native environment? Many things have got easier because the cloud environment provides the services, but there are many clouds and many ways that we have to deliver our software, so that's become more complicated. Tell us the key things developers need to know about Foss using only 10 words. Check the license, make sure it's bug-free, and enjoy the experience of contributing to the greater good, which is far more than 10 words, but I apologize. Be honest, do you take naps at noon? Yes, I do actually. I'm in the eastern seaboard of the US. I work with Israel. I often start work between 4 and 5 in the morning. And yes, I hate to admit it, but I sometimes take naps in the afternoon because I'm 54 years old and I need a break in the middle of the day. Quick questions, answer in one word. Falafel or shawarma? Falafel, definitely. Swimming at the pool or the ocean? Ocean. Open source, a risk or a sure win? Sure win. Daughters or sons? I have 3 daughters at college, so only one way I can answer that question. Dog or cat? Dog. I have a dog. Is it... All right, stop.